Last class we learned how to divide polynomials by using long division. Today we're going to learn another method that is called synthetic division. And first I'm going to write this as if I was going to perform long division. This is the dividend and is the one that goes inside of the little house. Again, it is called a dividend. What goes outside, it's called the divisor, in this case x plus 1, and the answer, which usually goes up here, is called the quotient. So how do we perform synthetic division? First, we're going to use the divisor and we're going to make x plus 1 equals 0 and we're going to solve for x. So then x equals -1. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to write -1 and I'm going to put it in a little box. Then I'm going to drop the coefficients for every single one of these terms. So I'm going to drop 3, -4, 2, and -1. Notice the polynomial is written in standard form. It goes in descending order. If I was missing one of the exponents, then I will add a placeholder. For instance, let's say that I had 3x cubed plus 2x minus 1, then I would have added a 0 here for the x squared. But since I have every single one of the exponents, I don't have to add a placeholder. Then I'm going to draw a bar here. And I'm going to drop, let me use another color. I'm going to drop the 3 down here. Then we multiply this -1 by the 3. We're going to multiply it, and whatever we get, we're going to write it here. So it's going to be -1 times 3 is -3, so I'm going to write it here. And then we add these two. -4 minus 3 is -7. Then we do the same with the next term. So it's going to be -1 times -7, that is +7. 2 plus 7, that is 9. We do it again. -1 times 9, -9. -1 minus 9, -10. The last term, this one, is the remainder. This forms the quotient. And the first term is going to have one exponent less than the dividend. So if I started with cube, my answer, the quotient, is going to be x squared. So it's going to be 3x squared minus 7x plus 9 minus 10 over x plus 1. Let's try another example. We're going to try 6x squared minus 5x minus 6, and this is going to be divided by x plus 3. Again, first I take the divisor and I'm going to make it equal to 0, so x plus 3 equals 0. I'm going to solve for x, so x is -3. That goes inside this little box. Then I'm going to write the coefficients of every single term of the dividend. So it's going to be 6, -5, -6. Then we drop the first term. So I'm going to drop the 6. And we start. We're going to multiply -3 times 6, that is -18. And then we add these two. -5 minus 18 is -23. Then we multiply this times this. So -3 minus 23 is going to be 69. -6 plus 69 is 63. So this is the remainder. The answer is going to be 6. Remember, I started with x squared on the dividend. So my answer is going to have one exponent less. So the quotient is going to be 6x minus 23 plus 63 over x plus 3. Let's try another example. X squared minus 3x minus 18 divided by x minus 6. We make x minus 6 equals 0. We solve for x, so x equals 6. That goes inside the box. Then we write the coefficients: 1, negative 3, negative 18. We drop the first coefficient, 1. We multiply 6 times 1, 6, and then we add. Negative 3 plus 6 is 3. 6 times 3 is 18. Negative 18 plus 18, 0. That's the remainder. So the answer is going to be x plus 3. Let's try another example. We're going to try 3x to the power of 4 minus x to the power of 3 plus 5x minus 1. This divided by x plus 2. Again, we make x plus 2 equals 0, so x equals negative 2. That's what I'm going to write inside of the box. Then we write the coefficients. So the one for x to the 4th, which is quartic, is 3. Then for the cubed is negative 1. For squared, I don't have anything, so I'm going to add a placeholder. I'm going to add a 0. Exponent 1 is going to be 5, and then the constant, negative 1. I drop the 3. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. Negative 1 minus 6, negative 7. Negative 2 times negative 7, positive 14. 0 plus 14, 14. Negative 2 times 14, negative 28. 5 minus 28, negative 23. Negative 2 times negative 23, positive 46. Negative 1 plus 46, 45. This is the remainder. The quotient again is going to have one exponent less than what we started with. So the answer is going to be 3x to the power of 3 minus 7x squared plus 14x minus 23 plus 45 over x plus 2. One last example. 3x squared plus 9x minus 2 divided by x minus 3. Again, we make this equal 0, so it's going to be x minus 3 equals 0, so x equals 3. And we drop the coefficients, 3, 9, negative 2. I bring the 3 down. 3 times 3, 9. 9 plus 9, 18. 3 times 18 is 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 1, 3 plus 2, 54. Minus 2 is going to be 52. And the answer is going to have one exponent less, so it's going to be 3x plus 18. Remember, this is a coefficient. Plus 52 over x minus 3. If you have any questions on this, please make sure that you bring them to class.